what numbers do you, I already know the numbers Sarah likes to look at, but what financial numbers do you look at first when you get your financial reports? What is most important to you?
Well, the first thing I do is go to the bottom.
Yeah,
But I have to
very much.
say, I'm never surprised. I mean, I
Hmm.
think to
Hmm.
your point, you mentioned this earlier. One of the first things I did when I came to Annie Malone was put in a census report because we had an automated case management system that the agency wasn't using. And I was like, okay, you're using that today. And it took us a
Yeah,
while to transition into getting really efficient, but we're reliant on it. And part
yeah,
of that system would show me every day where my bed count was, where my crisis count was, where my education, all of these are fee for service government contracts that are
hmm,
important. And I already know about what that number needs to be if I need to make a change mid-month,
yeah,
or understanding what I'm going to need to explain to my board.
right.
Because your budget's just your template, it's your guide,
Mhm.
but it also tells me are we maintaining some healthy behaviors within the organization. So the first
Right,
thing I look at
right.
is, the net, and then I scroll
Hmm.
up to see what the revenue was. And sometimes I even, will go straight to what was a fee for service for residential, and what was it for education, and that what I
Hmm.
predicted it to be, because I've
Hmm.
already ran the numbers and worked with your team,
You already know.
so I already know. And if it's
You're
off,
checking our numbers, make sure.
then I'm
Yeah,
like, why didn't
exactly.
you guys count this here? you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then the next
yeah.
thing I go to is the expenses. And I really like to compare that to the budget. And I'll go through just real quick. First, payroll. Is that about
Okay.
in line with where we predicted for the month? And then obviously if there's anything, and sometimes I even go back and I look at last year's P&L expenses compared to this year's to see, is there a fluctuation that I was, that
Hmm.
I can't explain.